Hi everybody, we've made it. We've actually made it. It's the last day of January today. Well, I say we've made it. We haven't finished this day yet. So who knows? Maybe we won't make it. I'd like to think we will. So let's have a look at what our choices are that we have left. We've got use a die, tag, lace. I love a bit of lace. Embossing powder, button, stencil, dried flowers. I've got some lovely dried flowers, glitter, and Edith. So, what can it be today? I saw some viewers speculating before we came on as to what it could be. But did anybody actually say stencil? I didn't see anybody say stencil. Or did anybody actually say lace? I love lace. I like adding lace. I didn't see anybody say that. But what I did see was a whole load of you speculating that it would be Edith. And you'd be right. You would be right. I have saved Edith for the last day, for the grand finale. So there we have it. Get that ticked off your list, Jan, yeah? And anybody else who's following along, Edith is gone. Which then means we have some that we haven't used, but that's fine. We always knew we had too many prompts. So Edith it is. Let's get cracking. Well, those of you that have followed me for a little while will know that I have an Edith wallpaper sample book. This is it. It's quite large. And it's just absolutely full of... That was me resting it on the microphone, sorry. It's just full of Edith papers. It's just fabulous. How beautiful would that be with the journal boat blue and yellow theme? It's just gorgeous. I hope you're watching, Jen. Because I know you'd be green with envy. Anyway, that's that. But I have selected a page out of that. I haven't used it before. I've just only ever looked at it. But I've selected a page today, and you don't know how big a sacrifice that is for me. And this is a page that I've selected. I think it's called... it's not... Oh, yeah, Berry Trail. Berry Trail, yeah, it's got berries on it. I should have known that. And I've selected this for the back page to go on to Mr. Green. Isn't it just beautiful? The camera isn't showing up just how creamy this colour is. It's a real rich, creamy colour. Looks quite white, actually, under the lights. Let's see if I can foil the lights at all and get you to see what it's...
I could turn the lights off if you want.
Just momentarily, maybe. I just want them to see how pretty it is.
Is that better?
Yeah, a little bit better. Yeah, so you get the hang of it anyway. It's really, really nice. Yep, just pop it back on and we'll crack on. So, Mr. Green, come out of hiding. Oh. Blimey, this is really getting quite ridiculous now. So yesterday we did the page of the flippy floppy envelopes, the botanical page. And today we're on to this page, which is a flat page. Well, it's only flat if you hold the rest of him up. Oh dear. He's got ridiculous. He's got ridiculous, people.
Jen says she's jelly of your papers.
Oh dear. I know you're watching, I'm sorry. Right, so I would like a piece then to fit in there, which is 8.5 by 6 3/4. 8.5 by 6 3/4. And we can put him away for a little while. 8.5 by 6 3/4. I'm going to use this section here because it's really nice. So 8.5 is there. 6 3/4. Doing that the wrong way. 8.5 is there. And 6 3/4 is there. So if I cut that out, I should have my back piece for Mr. Green. Now, I'm going to cut it out with a scalpel because I don't want to waste even 1 centimetre of this. 1 millimetre would be too much. I've got a new blade in my scalpel, so it should be cutting well. I hope Shaz is having a nice time at her daughter's baby shower. Because of the restrictions that we live under at the moment, it's got to be a virtual baby shower, so it won't be as much fun as it would ordinarily have been. There we are. Let's just put this blade away. So there we have it. That's our back page. I mean, literally, you could stick that on and you'd be done. It's just gorgeous. I adore it. So I'm going to put that somewhere very safe. In fact, I'll tell you where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it back in my wallpaper book to keep it flat. Pop it in there. And that'll keep it flat and ready for any time that I feel brave enough to use it again. Okay, so I've made myself a little mock-up of what I'm doing today because I could easily get lost. So what I next need is a tummy tuck along there. That's my next thing. And I'm actually going to, well, I'm thinking I'm going to use my Edith books, but thinking about it, I don't think they're quite wide enough. Look at the state of this poor book. There's nothing left of it. Well, I say nothing. There's still plenty. I could use it sideways on, possibly. Yeah, I could use it sideways and I'd have just about enough, I think. Look at the scratchy bits I've got. Look, a full page there and text on the back. That's a pretty one, isn't it? I like that. That's why it's been left, because it's so pretty I can't bring myself to cut it. Look at these little bits. I mean, they aren't any use. Let's be brave. I can't bring myself to throw any of this stuff away. I don't know. See, that would make quite a nice band, wouldn't it? If it's been cut with the decollage scissors, but if we cut all of it with decollage scissors and then put it onto some file folder or something, that would work, I think. Why can it not be September? Let me see if I've got a large January anywhere. That would be more befitting, wouldn't it? Ah, that January there has got the birds on it. That one hasn't, though. I'll leave that one out, that's a possibility. Then we're into February, so that's no good. So that's those two. What does the garden notes have to say for itself? January, January, January. Yeah, it's the same one. It's the one with the birds. Nature notes, are you any help? No, don't think so. I think I might have been here before, taking that January out. So, this is a brand new, pristine book. Ah, that's all right. That would do the trick. What's on the other side of that? Oh, I really don't want to lose that because I love putting that on file folders. How about we just put nature notes on it? Yeah, how about that? That's the way forward. That's what we'll do. So I can put September away again and tear this one out. Really, you should split them all from the... Oh, that is the middle, so I'll do that. You should find the middle of the signature and chop them out, and then you don't get your edges of your pages torn. Took me ages when I first started junk journaling to realise this was the way forward. Prior to that, I just tore everything out. So this should come out, should it? Yeah, it should. I do like keeping that as well, actually. You know, that's nice on the cover of your journal. And these, as I say, if I'm using file folders or anything, I like putting that name on the file folder. But let's use nature notes. So I want as wide as I can possibly get it, which is just going to be the width of the page. And yeah, I'm gonna. Could you pass me my Decollage chopper?
If you're wearing headphones, Janya.
Yeah, beware.
Beware.
Thank you very much.
Noises coming.
Noises are coming. Don't know if that'll fit on there, will it? No, not quite. But it is only the... No, it's not going to fit, so I'm going to have to chop something off the bottom first. Well, let's chop it where we want it. So I'll chop it there. So the letters are just sitting on top of that bar. Right. Okay. Okay. So that's nice. I'll just chop off that bit at the end because that's the bit that we initially wanted to chop off. Right, so I've got that. Just do this other side just so it matches. That's lovely. I mean, if you look at that, look at the aging on that page that's happened naturally. It's just, this is that book that I had was perfect. I'll put those into there for another day and put that on top of the printer. One of the reasons I really want to get kind of to the end of this is that I can then have a massive tidy up, because there's so many things left out. I can hardly see the printer. I can take this mat and give it a good scrub and all that sort of thing. So that's in the offing. So this is going to be a tummy tuck, but I want to use some file folder. I think I've got some that was having a go at this morning, so that'll do. So I need this to be 8 3/4 if memory serves correctly. It might on this occasion. Well, it's actually 8 1/2. It's about 8 1/2. And I'd like it to be, well, how wide is that? It is an inch, just over 1.5 inches. So if I made it 2 inches, yeah, I think I'd have enough space around it at 2 inches. Let's just measure this again, just so I get it exactly right. It's just over 8 1/2. Just a touch over 8 1/2. So just a touch over 8 1/2 by 2. We'll cut that out, and then we'll have us a tummy tuck. Just been listening to cowboy music, which is my favourite. Well, I call it cowboy music. It's not really cowboy music. It's just country music. And country music from the 80s and 90s probably, is my particular favourite. But I've just been listening to Brad Pitt. No, you can't have him, Jen. You just can't. I'm going to ink around that, the nature notes thing, and I'm just going to use Vintage Photo, which I got a new one of yesterday. It arrived yesterday. So it's nice and juicy. Because my other one was a bit of hard work actually getting any ink down. Should we have a roll call? No? I haven't even got.
Could be, but it's going to be a long one.
Is it?
Because everybody and their uncle's there.
Okay. Well, don't call the uncles out, just call the people. Hang on till I get this done and then I can read it.
People are bound to miss, so bear with. Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Chaz.
Shaz, I thought you were baby showering.
She is. She popped you first on, and she may be back later.
All right.
Roz.
Hi, Roz.
Kathleen.
Hi, Kathy.
Nancy.
Hi, Fancy Nancy.
Dixie.
Hi, Dixie.
Bernice.
Hello, Bernice.
Deborah.
Hi, Deborah.
Violet.
Hi, Violet.
Jan.
Hi, Jan.
Connie.
Hello, who?
Connie.
Hi, Connie.
Flo.
Hello, Flo.
Miranda.
Hello, Miranda.
Janya.
Hi, Janya.
Susan.
Hello, Susan.
Carmen.
Hi, Carmen.
Donna.
Hello, Donna.
Marilyn.
Hello, Marilyn.
Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
Sharon.
Hello, Sharon.
Beryl.
Hello, Beryl.
Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Carol.
Hello, Carol.
Carol.
Hello, Carol.
Kerry.
Kerry. Hello, Kerry.
Jen Crafts.
Hi, Jen Crafts.
Leslie.
Hello, Leslie.
Jess.
Hello, Jess.
And anybody else I've forgotten, you'll have to shout out.
Well, great.
Amanda.
Oh, Amanda, hello.
Keong.
Hi, Keong. Well, what a turnout. Thanks very much. I hope I don't disappoint you all. That would be awful. Right, so I'm just going to stick this down. I'm going to use my Cosmic Shimmer and try and get it fairly central. In fact, before I do that, I'm going to mark what the centre is, because you know what I'm like. Not a straight eye was there ever in this head. So 8.5, 4 1/4, and this measures 6 3/4, so that's 3 3/8. I hope you've noticed how my maths has come on. Oh dear, I'm getting quite used to all these. Oh, I was going to say I can't see the blinking thing, but I can. Mr. F has kindly cleaned out the nozzle of my Cosmic Shimmer. He's put a new blade in my scalpel. He's ordered some more. He's filled up my Collal bottle, and he's ordered some more Collal because we've nearly gone through the big giant one. So he's been busy this morning. He's always busy before alive, in fairness. But that's what he's been up to. I've been up to trying to get a mock-up of this done. So I reckon that's about where we need to be. Does it look equal all the way around? Equal-ish. Lovely. And I'll erase that mark when everything's dry. Okay, well, that wasn't kind of what I was expecting to put there. I thought it would be flowers or something, but it's fine. So that's going to go on there like that. And behind this, we want 3 tags. So I just need to work out the size of the tags. Right, okay. This is where bragging about being mathematically adept comes to bite you on the bum. So if I had 2 1/2, that would be 7 1/2, and that would leave an inch all round. 2 1/2. How about if I did it 2? 2, 2, 2. I think that would be all right. 2's a bit of a skinny tag, isn't it? To be fair. But it does fit in quite nicely. 2 1/4 might be the solution. 2 1/4 it is. Right. Now I want to do this with text. Oh, that's a nice bird page. Can't be using that. I want to do it with text so it'll show up against the floral background. There's a bit of text there. That'll do nicely. Well, maybe not. We'll see what we come across. You never know, do you? You never know what you'll come across. Let's try the old thin one first. See if we can get it finished up. Honestly, I know what this looks like. I was laughing at myself before we came on, because I was actually sitting stroking the wallpaper book. I mean, you know. Right, there's text on the back of that, which is fine because I'm not wedded to that at all. And there's text, oh, that's on the back of that, can't be using that. And text on the back of that. And what's on the other side of that? Nothing of any. Right, I'm sure I'll get 3 tags out of that lot. So 2 1/4 you say? Yes, 2 1/4 I say. Okay. So, yeah, okay. I'm thinking to myself, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm thinking. Now I'm thinking, where's my, here it is. Right, I'm just going to tear that little strip off there because that's no use, but I'm saving that because that's valuable text. So I want this at 2 1/4. I'm hoping I've cut it straight. There we are. And I'm aware that the text's going to be going that way, but I think that's fine for tags. I'm happy enough with that. And I'd like it, you know, to end about there, something like that. So let's get all 3. Oh, that's a very different colour. I think that might be a bit too much. Let's just cut this bit off here. Are any of you like I am with your Edith? So, or are you a bit more easygoing on them? I think Lorna Taylor has probably got the world's supply of Ediths. She's got dozens of them. But in fairness, she does make dozens of journals, so I could get it out of there, but that would mean that I'd have to use that word may, and I don't really want it. I'll get it out of here though. From there, yeah. I mean, each cut that I make regarding to Edith is pains me. That's not straight, that. There, 2 1/4. I'll go back and cut it in a sec. Yeah, 2 1/4 is not the fattest in the world, but I think it'll do for our purposes. Right, that's better. Right, okay. So now I need to work out just the height that I want them at. And get them kind of all the same way. So that's the big margin on the top there. Got the big margin on the top all the way around. And I'd like them to measure, that measures 6 3/4. So I'd like them to measure about 6 probably. 6 would be good. So if I do that, I'm well inside. Wouldn't mind having a bit of that at the top for where I'm going to put the eyelet blah blah. So put that there. That leaves me a little bit of the margin. Straighten them up and cut them at... I know I said 6, but let's just have another look, shall we? Yeah, 6 is quite near the bottom to the top. So yeah, 6. 6 is the magical number. 666, that's a magical number. It's a mystical number, probably more than magical. Right, let's have a look at that then and see what's what. Yeah, we've got 3 tags. Marvellous. Right, they need to be backed onto coffee paper. Sorry, I've got... Well, I say I've got nothing prepped. I've got everything prepped in my mind, but I wanted to save it to do it all with you because I thought yesterday's was a bit sort of quick, really. I'm just going to grab this book so I can glue onto it. And I'm going to use glue stick to stick this onto the coffee. It's coffee stained card. Well, thickish paper. It's 160. So I think when it's got the Edith on it, it's going to be thick enough. And if you're a sewer, now is the time to sew. You would stick this on and then sew around them. Is what I would normally do, but I'm not sewing today. I think we've got enough on our plates today. Oh, wrong side, wrong side. Yikes, what shall I do?
Put the side and let it dry, and it should dry away, do you think?
Yeah, that's most of it off. Just to give it a second to come to its senses. Well, me to come to mine rather more than it. It wasn't being nonsensical. I'm just leaving a space between these because I find it easier to cut them. A big glob of glue there. It's time I was ordering some new glue sticks actually. I haven't ordered any for ages. Are you dry? Yeah, quite. And this is my last one now. So we got these on a bargain somewhere or other, and they've been good actually. And I like the fact they're blue and you can see where you've been. Makes it easier for me. Right, so there we are. There is no residual glue coming off there, so we're all right. Are you going to stay there? No, it's not. So we'll cut around those. Put the lid on my glue stick. Cut around these. So I'm sorry if this is going to be kind of longer because I'm doing everything as it, as you would if you were journaling by yourself. Except I'm journaling with all you guys. What could be better? Honestly, even when I've got a straight line to follow, I'm rubbish. Right, so I'll pop that back over there because I might need that in a bit. In an ideal world, after you've finished these, you'd put them under a bit of weight, put a heavy book on them or a box of paper or something like that on top of them, just to flatten them out. Right, so there we are, we've got our 3 tags. So, let's just help them flatten out a little bit. There we go. I want to keep the margin for the bit at the top. This is going to be some blinking. Underneath all of here, I think there's a card. Blimey, I can't believe I found it. And the other one as well, for that matter. Yeah, I think I'll use this one. I do have a template. It's an old card. Mr. F did actually cut the corners off. That's a template for when you're cutting out your corners off your tags, and it's really handy because then you're guaranteed the same each time. But he also did me this one as well, which is good for smaller ones, and so I think I'll use that very smallest one and just cut it into a tag. And that way, if you do that, you know that they're symmetrical. And it is worth taking a little bit of time to get them right.
Just let you know, we've 61 viewers.
61 viewers. Well, thank you, each and every single one of you. I'm very grateful that you've chosen to stop by and spend some time with us today. We are crafting.
If you'd like the thumbs up.
Yeah, please, if you would
subscribe.
If you'd click the thumbs up, that would be excellent. As long as you're enjoying it. I mean, if you don't, not enjoying it, mosey on by. But it would be really nice to think that you've happened upon us, some chance. You like us, you want to give us a thumbs up, and you might even be considering subscribing. That would be great, because I do pop up videos here, there and everywhere. So if you subscribe and you hit the bell, you'll get to know when I'm on. And that's the only time that they do contact you. They don't, spam you with loads of stuff. Right, there we are. Let's ink around those. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do before I ink around those. I'm going to, somewhere here, yeah. I'm going to use embossing powder, and I'm going to put little butterflies on them. Does she know no limits today? No, she doesn't, not today. So I've got my stamp somewhere. Oh, it was all going so well as well, wasn't it? I had everything. Where's the box with the stamps in gone? Oh, come on, please. Here it is. It's got tucked up underneath stuff. So I've just got my acrylic block. My stamp is so dirty and my block is so dirty that it wouldn't stick to it. So I've sticked it into place. And I'm going to use my embossing dabber because I can't find my embossing ink pad. So, and I'm also going to use gold. I think that's, embossing powder it says. So, right, let's go. So I'm going to dab this embossing stuff all over this butterfly. Actually, it's an Edith butterfly. Came with a set of stamps that are Edith. So we're doing all right. So I'm just going to put this on down the bottom-ish, down there. I hope that it works. Looks like it's worked. Put a little bit of embossing powder on it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's got quite a lot of, quite a lot of embossing powder on that. My dabber must be quite juicy, but it'll be fine once it's dry. Once we've embossed it, heat embossed it. So same again, I'm going to put a butterfly on each of the tags. Put this one further up.
Jen says you're doing all the prompts in one page today, LOL.
Yeah, no.
You were awesome.
I did wonder if I could actually do that. I did think about it. Can I do all the... I look quite ruddy today, don't I? Because I've been sitting in front of the fire.
Yeah, probably.
So there's that one. And this one. Yeah, I looked at the prompt list and I thought, I wonder if there's any way that I could incorporate each and every single one of those. And yeah, there was ways I could do it, but I thought we'd end up with a bit of a scatty page. So I opted not to do it. But take 5's coming on Tuesday, so anything could happen. I'm going to put this further up and a little bit straighter. Not straight, but a little bit. There we go, and some embossing powder on him. Lovely. Right, let's get this embossing powder put away before both Nancy and myself have a heart attack. Nancy gets worried about the embossing powder, and I don't blame you, Nancy. I've been known to have faux pas, shall we call it, for want of a better expression, with embossing powder. I was watching Nick the Booksmith last night, and she was embossing while she was chatting away, and I thought, no, I can't do that. Right, let's get all this off here before it gets heat embossed onto my board. Okay, and my tools under Mr. Green. Squashed by Mr. Green. Right. Oh, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Yes.
Let's see, because you've got the on the top.
Oh, have I? I'm sorry. I'll do this. Can you see that one? Yeah. There it goes. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's gone. Now this one. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Oh, it's magical, isn't it? Well, I'll hang that up on the floor. That's the only place there is. Yeah, they're not the world's best embossing, I'll tell you that. Because I think that stamp, I mean, I've had it years. So I'm blaming it, not me. So now I'm going to ink round them. And then we can put a tag in the top.
Which ink is it?
It is just Tim Holtz Distress ink, not the oxide, and it's vintage photo. I often use bundled sage with Edith because I like the green, but I thought today, being that I've just got this brand new vintage photo, that I would use it today. I really like these tags. I'm not saying that because I've made them. I mean, I really like the tags because the text, and that text is so gorgeous. I don't know if any of you have got the Edith colouring book, but if you have, there's quite a lot of text in there. The pages are white, but you could coffee stain them. But there's loads and loads of text, loads, and it's in black. So if you're looking for something a little bit different, I think Mr. F's just off to find it. It's there somewhere. And I'll show you what I mean, because you get the joy of colouring and you get text. So yeah, these are a little bit needs flattening. But let's put a tag in the top of them, and then you know they're finished. No?
Yeah. I don't know what you're doing with it.
Okay. So just in the centre and down a wee touch. Thank you, Marv. Yeah, this is the colouring book that Regina kindly sent me. And I got it out last night to see if there was anything in it that I could use for today's live. I mean, the cover itself's just absolutely beautiful. This is in gold, this text. But look at this. See? Proper text from the proper book, but it's on a white background and the text is black. I think that's very useful, actually. I like the idea also of colouring these, particularly since we found those Crayola felt tips. I just think it's, yeah, a goer. Right, so I've got out some ribbon, and I've got out this olive green ribbon, which I think goes particularly well with Edith. So I'm going to make a hole with anything you've got. I'm using the big crocodile because I've got it, but whatever floats your boat. And have I got any gold? Excuse me, I need gold now. And there's pink in there, but no gold. No gold, no. Okay, so I'll just get my ordinary ones out. These ones, and the ones that I use most of are by a company called Draper, D-R-A-P-E-R, and they seem to be slightly less expensive than the certainly the proper We Are memory keepers, which I also have, but I think the Draper ones, they come in a big package, so you feel like you're well supplied when you get them. Right. Now then, just to get that at the right place, I'm going to move there's a measuring part here. You can move it along to where you want it to be, so you can get all three at exactly the same height. So back a little bit. Seem to be going the wrong way. Yeah, that's it there. So I'm perfect there. So we'll stamp those ones out. And then they'll all be the same height, you know, distance from the edge, which is a good thing. There we are. Now then, push that along to the end, because that's the bit that sets the eyelet. And pop your eyelet in. And then a sort of peg comes down, and you just aim it on that peg and squish it. And it's as easy as that. Well, sometimes I manage to get it wrong, I must be honest. But I like the gold because we've got the gold embossed butterfly. Right, okay, that's us finished with that for the time being. It has a drawer all of its own. Okay, so I'm just going to use my olive green ribbon, and I'm going to tie it off with this gold twine that I've got. If you've got eyelash yarn or anything like that, it'll be fine. I just wanted to use that the gold cord, because it sort of goes with the goldy theme. Now I can't get my ribbon through. There it is. So you could put lace as well as your ribbon in. It depends really how much you want to go to town on it. So I'm just going to get one of Jean's hands if I can find them. Oh, I was using them the other day. Where are they? I don't know. I've lost Jean's hands. I'm just going to put a bulldog clip on them. Just hold them in place while I get a little bit of cord. Don't need much. And you could tie a bow on them if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to double knot it and leave some little ends. I don't feel like text is and a bow goes together. I don't know why that is. No idea. So that's just 2 knots in there. I'm just going to cut it so as you can still see there's gold there. And then trim the ends off. Well, that one is trimmed off already. Right, so there we are. We've got one tag. That's a bit long, isn't it? It's a bit wayward. Right, so that's one. And the next. These are all the bits that I feel that I'm boring you with. Because once you've seen me do it once, you've seen me do it. And, you know, the rest aren't any more exciting than the first one. And I wouldn't say that was terribly exciting. So I'll get it to there. Chop that off. You all right?
Yes, we're going to tend to the fire today. We don't want it
dying
down again. Fire first, then coffee next.
Oh, that sounds like a plan. Oh, I've only managed to catch one. I could leave all this stuff till the end, but then, you know, you want it done, don't you, when you get to the end? You don't want to have to start fiddling around with twine and stuff. Oh, come on. There we go. Just the one more to go. I must admit, I have thoroughly enjoyed this January daily. It seems to have brought us all closer somehow. But one thing that I won't miss is spending the evening fretting over what I'm going to do the next day. It would be really nice just to sit there and not have to contort my brain into things that I'm going to do. I mean, I'm even not sleeping. So, yeah, it'll be quite nice. But I will be back on Tuesday with the Take 5, which we might try and incorporate some of the things that we didn't use from the prompts list. But we'll see how that goes. So there we are, that's the 3 tags done. Just chop the ribbon, off at an angle so it doesn't fray so much. There we are, so I've finished with that. It's a lovely colour, that olive green. One of my favourites, as I'm sure you all know. So, what now? Right, well that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. I've lost the tummy tuck somewhere en route. Here it is. That's going to go across there. So, lovely. That's the back page sort of done really, pretty much. I am going to have to glue this down somewhere, but I want to just leave it for the time being until I know about my magnets. So on the front, we're going to have a fold out flippy thing. That's the plan at any rate. And I've sort of made a mock-up this morning, so it's going to be like that. Sort of, yeah. So I'm going to cut that out of this file folder, and I'm using it in the bit that's folded over here, which is what I didn't do this morning, but what I'm going to do now. And I want it to be just over 8.5, isn't it? I'm so sorry I keep measuring this, but 8.5, pretty much exactly, actually. So I want it to be 8.5. Let's mark that. By, I want to include all of that. By 4.5. Let's get this right. You haven't got such a thing as a throat lozenge on you, have you, Miss Trev?
I could certainly dig one out from somewhere.
Excellent.
One in the medicinal cabinet, perhaps.
Right, let's cut the end off first. Oh, thanks very much. So keeping it straight up there, straight along the bottom. That's the glory of quilting rulers. This is surplus to requirements, but I mean, what a fabulous notebook that is. So that's going nowhere. And then we need to cut it off up here. So once again, get it squared down here. Square along the bottom, and then you must be square. I mean, you just must be. Says she, you watch, this isn't going to be square. And 2 other good bits of card there as well, so they're not going out.
Lots of people are thanking you for your efforts.
You're very welcome.
I said you do read the chat afterwards.
Yeah, I do. I sit there and read it and chuckle at some of the silliness that goes on. Right, so what I've done with this one is I've taken a bit out of it, as you can see. And I've also taken a bit out of it here. That's more noticeable, isn't it, than that bit. This is rather a large chunker out of it. And I'm going to put the notch in first. And for that, I'm going to use my envelope board, which is buried under a pile of Edith. Thank you, my love. That's a perfect place for it. Not on my butterfly, because I'm going to need it. Not for Edith, but subsequently. Thank you. Right, so I've got two pieces. Well, it's one piece, but it's on the fold of the card, the file folder. So I'm using my envelope punch, and I'm going to punch. I wish I could remember what this was because it's pretty good. I think it must have been 3 3/4. Does that seem a lot? 3 3/4. Is that about right? Yeah, it looks about right. Okay, I'm going to punch at 3 1/2 because I just don't trust myself with 3 3/4. Then again, that doesn't look enough. Yeah, 3 1/2. And turn it over and do it at 3 1/2 again. And see what size of a notch we've got. So I'm going to cut that bit out and we'll have that size notch. I don't know if that's enough. Yeah, it's enough. Stop flapping on. Just stop it. So I'm going to cut that out. Then we'll have ourselves a notch. So let's get that lined up there and also along this side here. And there we have it. That's all right. That's quite nice, isn't it? I like that. Excellent. Leanne, thank you so much for my envelope punch board. I love it so much. Right, so we'll say this is the front and this is the back, but it doesn't really matter at this stage. But what we are going to do is draw ourselves a rectangle like you saw me, like this big rectangle here. So I'm going to put that on 3/4 of an inch. I think that's a fair enough border. And draw a line, and I want it 3/4 of an inch in as well because there's going to be a border there. And then light shining on me. 3/4 of an inch in from the bottom of the notch that we put in, the bottom of the notch, not the top. Which is there, is it?
No.
That's a half. No, that's it there.
Yes.
That's Mr. F, keeping me on the straight and narrow. I just want to bring that to the end there because I want it 3/4 in. Yeah, okay. So I want it, I've chosen the side where there's no marking on it, no matter. There, and then 3/4 of an inch in. The light's really glaring on me and it's making it awkward.
I can turn it off briefly if you want.
No, it's all right.
Or I can cover it up briefly.
All right, it's all right. I just have to look sideways.
Any better?
No, that's fine, I'm done. Right, so we're going to cut this out, and we're going to cut it out back and front, and then you'll see what's occurring, if anything is occurring. Does anybody in the UK used to watch Stella? No, not Stella. It was Gavin and Stacey. Gavin and Stacey. Same woman, Ruth, whoever she is. A very funny woman. Ruth Jones, that's her. Because she used to say, like, by way of greeting, you know, instead of saying hello or whatever, it was this very nonchalant sort of what's occurring, but said in a real South Walian accent. So thank goodness I've got a new blade in my scalpel today. I'm just going to go around, keep following it round. I'm just making a mark there where the end is so I don't go over the end. Oops, although I managed to, but never mind. It'll be alright on the night. I'm going to have to make a mark there because I can't see where it is. On the last side, hopefully, let's hope that they're all cut. Don't know where that comes to, just a bit more. Right, let's have a look and see. Wow, look at that, we've gone through them all. Perfect. Perfect. I'll keep those, they're quite useful bits of card, aren't they? I don't know where my eraser has gone. It's usually over here on the sort of left hand side. Don't know if I've got one in my bag of tricks. I've got a candle going today, guys. An eraser. There might be one here. This is where things get put that don't necessarily have a home. Oh yeah, here's one. There you go. You never know what you'll find, do you? A varnish brush. We need that all the time. Oh dear. Never mind, eh? Right. So let's just get rid of these extraneous eraser marks. Now, well, it's easy to do so. Sorry?
Pencil marks.
Yeah, what did I call them?
Eraser marks.
Oh, eraser marks. No, I'm trying to erase the... Let's try and erase the eraser marks. I think that's all right. That's the other thing that's going to happen, guys. The floor... Yeah, there is a floor under that. Is going to be hoovered. Well, I'm hoping so. Right, okay, look.
Give a call to the Hoover guy.
I might have made a mistake here, actually. I think I have made a mistake. I need a bit that's... oh, right. Well, I'm just going to have to wing it now. I need a bit to make this into a flap. You see. This is going to flap down, but it needs to go under there. And I didn't leave the bit. So what I'm going to have to do is slice that along and insert a bit to make it flappy. That's all I can do, isn't it, I think?
Well, you can stick it to the back part and stick it under.
Like that. But I haven't got enough room, you see.
No, just...
Oh, here comes Mr. F. Show me how to do it.
No, at all. You're putting that on there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Or if you just put one on the back.
Yeah, but when you turn it down, that'll be... You'll still see it.
It's
yeah, okay.
Decorative.
Fair enough. Well, it's going to be brown card. So I'm going to put my hinge on that I should have left before, but at least I know it's the right size. Actually, it doesn't look like it's the same size. Yeah, so I'm going to make me a hinge. Is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make it about an inch, I would say, about to there. Yeah, sorry about that. Something had to go wrong today. That's what you get for not concentrating. Told you before.
People saying use washi, but I think you want a bit firmer in.
Yeah, I do. I could glue washi on, you're quite right. But I'll use this and it'll be fine. Nobody will notice. Well, hang on. Yeah, no, nobody will notice. You will not notice.
I'm not going to notice until you open it up.
No, you won't, because it's under there.
Yeah, but on the inside of...
On the inside here, but you won't... That's it on there, you can hardly see it.
Exactly. But if that's on the inside, you won't see it anyway, and if it should.
So if that's on the inside, I need to fold this in score it in half. All this work I'm making for myself because I didn't pay attention. Okay.
Is there anything I can take away or do you leave it all?
I'm alright. I'm alright just now. So that's 1.5 inches, so I'm going to score it at 3/4. It's a shame, isn't it, when everything was going so swimmingly, but only to be expected. Lovely. So I'll stick that on and it'll be like it never even happened, perhaps. So I need that to go under my, this. I'll show you what I'm doing, then you know how I'm gone mad. So that's going to get stuck onto there. And then this, which is going to be the front flap, is going to get stuck on there like that. Perfect. Could stick it onto the back equally. That's better plan. Right, so let's get that stuck onto there first, while it's still fresh in my mind what it is I'm doing. Okay, so I'm sticking this onto there, level with the bottom. I'm sorry, I've got to bring it up so I can see. There we go. Right, let's just press that down, get a bit of baby wipe. Just like it never happened, guys. It's like it never happened. Well, apart from we've got that additional bit of cardboard, but it's not too bad. It's really not too bad. There's always workarounds. Well, generally there's workarounds. There's not always workarounds. Sometimes it really is a back of the fire job, but you know, it's just the way it is. Right, so that opens up like that. It's going to have some acetate in it, but before that I'm going to stamp it because I don't want to stamp over the acetate. I've just forgotten that I had a cup of coffee, so I'm just going to have some coffee. Get the stamps out. And the stamping block. Still got the butterfly stuck to it. That blue sticky this did a good job. Right, so let's see what I want where. Well, I quite like that one that we had yesterday, but there's a bird one. That would be nice for Edith, wouldn't it? So I'll put that there. I wonder if I should put like a name. Destination. That's not appropriate entirely, is it? Identification check. Who are you? Yeah, I quite like that. It's like you're identifying a thing. Oh, just pressed the wrong thing. A species or something. It's somebody who keeps messaging me on Miss Paintalot asking how to do a video of Alive in Live, and I haven't answered her. So I'm going to put that there. How much more? No, can it? No. That there.
What does you want to do?
That's it. Just want to get back to there. So let's just ink these up. I'm using archival ink in sepia. I'm just going to make sure that I've got that along the top because I quite like that there. Yeah, identification check. I quite like that. Let's see what other stamps we can put on. I don't want it covered in stamps like a suitcase or something, but just one or two around the place. And that one there, yeah, that'll do. That'll probably do. So let's pick that one up, ink it up. Don't think I've used this one yet. I do love these stamps. So I want most of the Dicky Bird on. Yeah, that's nice. And this one. That'll probably do us by way of stamps, I think. Yeah, I think that's sufficient. Might just put the odd one on the back because you'll see that when it flaps down. Put that series of numbers up there. Looks like a book number. A circular one. We've never used a circular one before. Where can we use it? Well, good up there actually. Just sort of 3/4 in like that. And another, no, I've got numbers, haven't I? Yeah, that one. That's fine. Right, okay. I know what I'm doing. What? No, I should never have said that. I know what I'm doing. What was I thinking? And this is the last one, just this one. Put that down the side there. Like that. Okay, I'm happy with that. It pleases me. I like the look of it. It doesn't look like I've just used every stamp in the toy box. Although I'd love to. So, right, that's the right side. Okay, so now what we need to do is put the acetate in. Here it is. In this rather humongous pile of stuff. It's not just stuff though, it's Edith stuff. So I need a Sharpie or something like that to draw around where I want to cut this. I want to leave a border big enough that I can get double-sided in. Oh. I've probably got one in my box of stuff. Oh, thanks, Mr. F. You're a star. So you can mark it with a Sharpie because it's outside where it's going to be seen, so it doesn't really matter what marking you use, how you mark it, should I say. So like that I think is going to be fine for our requirements. I need 2 of those, so I don't think I can cut 2 out at once. I think that would be asking too much, so I'll cut 1 out and then I'll use it as a template. Is everybody following along despite the little faux pas? Is everybody right at 1 for each side? Because it's going to flop down.
I thought it was just one piece in the middle. I thought it was just a see-through window.
Oh yeah, that's right, it was, wasn't it? Oh, I was getting much more complicated than I needed to. Let's just have a look. Yeah, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I was just going to make it a see-through window so you could see through to a journaling card I was going to put behind it. But now I'm going to put 2 bits of this in with some dried flowers between them. I'm upping the ante and I'm going off the prompt list. So there's another one off the prompt list. Whoever would have thought it? We could be so rebellious in the middle of a live, Mr. F.
I know. Up the ante. That's something for Bob's your uncle.
Up the ante. Right, so these need to be stuck down back and front. So let's do that first. Double-sided. Double-sided. I found the remainder of my little one last night, so we're all right. Acetate does glue quite nicely to double-sided. Remind me to ink that before I shut it up. My very next job is to ink it. Ink it. Don't forget to ink it. The sad thing is that when you guys aren't there watching me, I still say things like that to myself. Ink it. Ink it. Don't forget to ink it. And invariably, you know, you do. I don't know, your brain just gets used to hearing the same thing and it doesn't hear it anymore.
Tell me about it.
Really? Have you got complaints that you wish to air?
Of course not.
Good answer. The correct answer, I would say. And this one as well. I will put some Cosmic Shimmer glue over this as well, but not very much. It won't need hardly anything, and it's actually just to make me feel better rather than it. A little bit there in the corner.
Well, you need to do that again, won't you, to seal the two together?
Yeah. Usually I've had a more or less complete run through of what I'm doing before I come and do the live. I know it doesn't always appear that way when things go wrong, but generally I've got a pretty good idea of what I'm doing. I'm actually not so sure today. I feel like I'm just sort of bobbing along like flotsam and jetsam, whatever that is. I think it's stuff that bobs along the sea. It doesn't matter anyway. What am I talking about? Right. So now let's get some dried flowers from the dried flower drawer. I do tickle myself when I have drawers for things that I never ever use. Right, well, they are nice, aren't they? They are very nice. Oh, they are very Edithy. Yeah, they're the Edith ones, I think. I'll just leave those out just in case, and I'll put the rest of them back. Let's stick the acetate in, shall we? If I can find it. Let's burnish that down first. Come on, do things properly. Stop trying to play the joker. I love the colour of this file folder with Edith. I do also have some green file folders, but I much prefer these ones. Lynn Whitman kindly sent them for me, and I really love them. There was loads, there was about 100. I don't think I'm exaggerating either, I think it was 100. So I've still got plenty to go at. Right, so that's both sides now has got the double-sided off. And you know what? I forgot to ink. And now I've got double-sided, raw double-sided everywhere. Oh, come on.
What can go wrong?
Come on. Oh my goodness me. Don't go near the double-sided if you can avoid it. It's all right. It's all right. We'll be all right. Possibly. I said as well, didn't I? I'm going to forget it. I said it. I told you. Right, seeing as I'm in this predicament, I'm going to try and do the other one too. It does make a difference, otherwise I won't be messing around with it. Oh dear, everything's sticking to everything. Stop it. I think I've just inked my chest. Excellent. Right, there we are. Miraculously, somehow I've managed to ink that. Let's get the acetate down. I'm just going to, like I said, run a little bit of Cosmic Shimmer further away at the edge of the double-sided, not the window side, the far side, because you don't want this to come over onto your acetate particularly. Just makes it look a bit bodgy, like a bodge job. There we are. And breathe. Oh no, hang on, we've got another one to do yet before you can breathe.
And then you've got to join the two together.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Such fun. So just around there. Like I say, I'm sure I'm doing this for my benefit, just to make me feel better. I don't think it really properly needs it. So the other piece of acetate is here. Let's see if we can get this down. Yes. Oh, yes. Now you can breathe. You can. Okay, that's lovely. Lovely, 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 flat and nice. Sugar and spice. Fine. So we decided that that was the back, didn't we? It's going to go like that. So get the window cleaners in. So just before you put your flowers down or whatever, just give your acetate a wipe. I know it's clean, it's a new sheet and everything, but it's funny how fingerprints actually get on it. You don't notice till you've glued it up, and then it's too late then. So there we are. Let's have a look at the dry flower department. I'll pop that somewhere relatively safe. So in the dry flower department today, we have these. They are so pretty, aren't they? They're gorgeous. Really like those. And let's see what's in this box. Well, the nettle is very, very Edith. I mean, there's a whole page in Edith of nettles. But unless I do it long ways, I'm not going to get very much nettle in there, am I? So that might not be the solution. But I'm going to try and remember I've got those because they're gorgeous. Is that. They're all sort of too tall, really, for my requirements. There's a leaf that might come in handy. See what else I've got that's little. There's a little clover. Yeah, that might do. Are these ones we did ourselves, Mr.?
Yes, they are.
I thought they were. I thought I recognised them.
We picked them, cooked them and squashed them.
That might do if I just cut a bit off. Yeah, Nathania gave us all the recipe on how to do it, didn't she? Yeah. And we all went mad drying flowers. Now, of course, it's winter, there aren't any. But I should be back at it in the spring. Nice yellow one there. And a couple more of these. Right, okay. I'm just laying out anything that I think will fit, so pop those back in there. I won't put the lid on because I'm sure I don't need this vast amount. So this is the back, this is the front. So let's lay them out on the back, which will be how you'll see them on the front. Well, that's nice. Kind of don't want it to look like a garden. That's nice. It's quite fat, but it's quite nice. Maybe that along there. I think that's nice. I think it's adequate. Put the rest in the box for another day. And job's a good one. No, stick with what you've got. You liked what you had, leave it at that. And they live to see another day also. Right, now I'm going to stick these down with Cosmic Shimmer because it dries clear. Having said that, previously when I did this, I used D6000. I don't know what to do. You see, the Cosmic Shimmer, it hasn't dried yet and it's still quite white, but it does dry clear. No, I don't know what to do. I'm going to use the Cosmic Shimmer. Be bold. So I'm literally going to add a couple of dots, one there and one there, and I think that will be enough. It's lost its leaf, but I can, come on, I can put that back on. And put a dot there, and I'm going to affix this leaf. I'm hoping this is enough glue. I really don't know. I mean, they're not very heavy.
They're going to be trapped anyway, aren't they?
Yeah. I've developed a shake now. I'm pretty sure I now know the reason why my shakes are quite so bad. It's caffeine. And I was all right earlier on. And I've had that coffee. I've got the shakes, so I'm blaming caffeine. This is too long, so
Another one.
yeah, I know. That's still too long. Oh no, I've snapped a leaf off. That went flying across the room. So a bit of glue there, bit of glue there. There, and there. It's quite thick, this one. That's why I'm giving it the full glue treatment. And this leaf has fallen off. It's very, very brittle. I'll leave that till last in case I need to put it somewhere to cover something up. You never know. And then this itsy bitsy one. I'll just put down there. It just sort of fits down. Oh gosh, I've got a lot of glue there now. Too much. Oh no, I've broken the flower completely. Right, okay. Stop messing around and just stick there. The yellow ones come adrift. You need to stick there. That's your position in life. They're all right, they're all right. What about this leaf? Where does it want to go? It doesn't want to go anywhere, so it's going back in the pot. Right, so let's get rid of this debris. Well, that hasn't stuck. Just stick. I'm not asking too much of you, surely. Right, so what I'm going to do now is shut this up and try and try and keep those flowers pretty much where they are. I'm going to attempt to put double-sided around it and glue. So it's not serving any purpose, this, apart from being pretty. That is all.
Glue on the bottom bit and stuff would be easier, wouldn't it, than the bit with the flowers on?
I don't want to move them. They're going to float around. I just want to put some stuff on and just put that over.
Yeah, if you put the tape on the bit that you're going to fold over.
Okay. Well, whatever you think.
Well, exactly what you're going to do, except just put the tape on.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Look, already.
I know. I'm not suggesting you do anything different. Just rather than risk getting too close to the flowers.
I dare hardly look at the clock. Oh no, we're all right. Hour and a half. That's okay. I thought it would be longer than that. Right, so let's burnish them down, take that up, and then I'm going to need quite a bit of Cosmic Shimmer glue as well, or whatever is your preferred glue. Right. Seems like they're stuck a little bit better now. I've just lifted them up inadvertently there and they didn't all fall down. That's a good thing. Right, quite a bit of Cosmic Shimmer on this. See, I didn't even know I was going to do this. It just shows you, doesn't it? How you can change as you go along. Not too near the acetate again. For the same reason, it'll come over it and then it'll look nasty. Which is why I was trying to stick the flowers on with the absolute minimum that I could. Right. Yikes. Just got stuck in the glue.
You can throw the flowers down when you flip it over.
No, we're going to be fine. Look at this. It's going to be a huge success. Oh, dear me. Well, I think it's a success. Let's just push that down. So we've got good contact everywhere. Stressful. It's all very stressful. Okay. There we go. It looks lovely.
Put some paper behind it.
Yeah, let's put some paper behind it. There we go. What do you think? It's kind of nice. For Edith, you know, it's in keeping, isn't it? Right, so now then. Now we need to, yeah, we do. We need to get this out. Let's get rid of some of these tail ends because they're beginning to mount up. And this, that can get stuck down when I know where this is going to come to for the magnet situation. So that goes in there like that. So let's just forget about these temporarily. and just concentrate on these two things. So they fits like that, like that. So the magnets then are going to go, I'd like them sort of there and there, I think. And I don't think that'll be in the way of the tummy tuck, which is going sort of across there. And I think that the tags are narrow enough that I can get it there. So, yeah, there and there, there and there. So I don't quite know how to mark this. I mean, that I know it's the top left-hand corner. So, yeah, I'll put them on and then I'll hold it up to it and they'll go to the right place, won't they?
Yeah.
Right, so I've got my magnets here. So I think I was supposed to put these on actually before I stuck these two things together, and then they would have been invisible. So that's going to go on there. Let's attach these properly. Oh, I forgot they've got sticky stuff on them. That's great. So let's stick them to the top corner. Yeah, if you're going to do this, put these before you stick your two pages together. That's my advice to you. That's what I should have done, but I didn't.
Are we sewing the belly band to that back sheet? Or?
No, no sewing today. No sewing today. So that can go there. So what's that flap for? Why is that there? I don't know why that's there, because that's the sticky side and I've taken it off. Anyway, that's going there. Is it? That's right.
Got two there.
Oh, have I got two? Oh yeah, I've got two. That's what that's about. Right, excellent. What good spot. I think I've got some brown framers tape somewhere that would probably go over it and look a little less shiny and in your face. And it's nice and sticky, so it will do the job. I think I probably only need a bit about that for both, I would say. It's not going to be an elegant solution. The elegant solution would be to do what I meant to do and put the magnets inside. That would be the best solution. This is the best I can come up with on the hoof. Oh, just so it's there. I mean, it's kind of visible for all to see, but you know, it's there. I made a boo-boo.
Well, we were going to do the flowers at one point, so...
Yeah, exactly. So this is the other bit of the framers tape, and I think, is it going to interfere with my stamp? I don't want it interfering with my stamp. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut a bit off that. Magnet sticking to my scissors. There, so it's just a little bit. Like I say, I appreciate it's not the most elegant of things, but it, you know, doesn't look too bad, I don't think. If I was really worried about it, I could stamp over it. But I don't think that looks too bad. I'll hold it up for you. It looks worse from a distance. That's the solution I've come up with, so that's that. Right, now then. So that's going to go onto there. They look all right now the Cosmic Shimmer's dried. They look really good, actually. This is going behind it. But between the two, we're going to have a journaling card. So we need to find some really nice piece of Edith for a journaling card. Oh, yeah. Don't let me forget to put the magnets on the back of the back page before I stick it down, because that's just like something I would do. So let's look through this new Edith book and see what we fancy for a journaling card. Well, I mean, they're all just gorgeous. That's really nice. You know, he never gets used, that moorhen. It's really quite nice. What size do I need? I need it to be about 5 inches by about 7. 5 by 7. See what I can come up with, what I can conjure up. 7 inches wide. Oh, I'm going to be pushed because it's... Okay, well, it'll be as wide as it is. And 5 inches tall. So there to there. I could use that moorhen. I like him, and I've never ever used him in a journal. So today might be his lucky day, actually. I've already split that, so I've had something out of it. It's all attached to this frontispiece here, and I'm going to have to scalpel it out, I think. Let's just see if I can split it. Well, that hasn't cut in. Hmm? No, it's all right. Thank you. There we go. I'm so happy to be using this moorhen because he always gets shunned. And it's not as if even that's very pretty, is it? Dried leaves. Right, so let's make him as wide as we possibly can. I'm going to do it on sorry, Janya, mind your luggles.
She hasn't got her headphones on today because she's at home.
Ah, right.
Probably on the big screen.
Ah, yikey. On the big screen. So I'll cut that there, and we want it to be, well, 5 inches really. Let's see. That's 5 there. I'm going to cut it at 5.5 because I think I probably can get away with that. What does this measure? Oh, come on. 4.5. So yeah, I think it wants to be much more than that. So maybe even 6. I'm going for 6 because we can always cut it down. I'll just take the scraggy end off. And the other side. Oh, I shouldn't have done that with that because I want to put coffee stained paper on it. Oh well. Oh, that was right by the microphone, sorry. Keep these because they're gorgeous colour. Just keep a hold of them in your Edith stack. Right, let's just get back to the sort of mock-up of things. That goes under there. So if that was behind that, would that be all right? Well, it's going to stop us seeing the tags. That's the problem. That's the problem I'd have with that. So it does need a little bit off. I'm going to back it with coffee stained paper, and then I'm going to come back to it and see what we can take off. I quite like the idea of being able to see the water hen or moor hen. Did I have enough? No. New sheet of coffee stained card. Blue book. Mr. F's yawning. He must be bored. Or tired. That's always an option. tired. We've got a dog who can't go through the night without going out, which is tiring. You never get a full night's sleep. Right, there we are. Lovely, that's very lovely. Glad to use him up, really am. So, got some glue there in the corner. It all rolls up and comes off this stuff, glue stick. Right, so I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cut him again. I want him as wide as I can get him, so about the same width. I'll do the other side width and then we'll have a look and see how tall he is. I'll cut off just underneath the words. Measure that. It measures 5 3/4, which I think's about fine. So I'll go with that. Right, there we are. So that's our journaling card done. So let's ink around that. Mr. F, could I ask you to typewriter me January the 31st, please? So I think it would go really nicely with Edith.
Indeed, in black.
In black, please, yeah. And there's a bit of coffee stain paper here if you want it.
Yes,
thank you. Quite excited about our new project. The grunge stroke shabby chic folio that we're going to do. And I won't do anything that, you know, it'll all be on camera. That's what I'm trying to say. So you really will be able to follow along. Right, let's sort of assemble this then. I'm going to put some ink around here. Around this lovely wallpaper. Imagine having your walls wallpapered in Edith. Can you imagine it? Fabulous. You wouldn't need a television, would you? You'd just sit and stare at Edith. Okay, so that's that done. Right, so I need to get the magnets in the right position and, thank you, and you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. 31st of January. Whoever would have thought we'd make it. Well, we haven't yet, have we? Let's not get too cocky. Right. Magnets. Let's just mark where they go and then I'm going to stick them on.
Some nice typewriter sound effects.
Yeah. That's them. So let's just check Oh. Oh. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Fair enough. Let's just mark where that is, because you know I'm rubbish at things like this. Right, so let's take the sticky off. Stick it down. Yay! And this one. Ooh. They're very determined, aren't they? To go where they want to go. That hasn't got any adhesive on it. Oh well.
It was on the other side of it, wasn't it?
No, it's not. It's got no adhesive. No adhesive bit to it at all. Oh, it has. It was folded over. Sorry, Mr. F. You're quite right, of course.
The one you doubled up before and was poking at.
Right, so they go there. Now I'm going to have to put a bit of something over them, because when I move the opposing magnet, they're just going to fall off. So I did well to remember that. That's like something that I would do. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this framers tape. And just stick them down there so they don't fall off. That's the only purpose this tape has here in this instance. Right, then. So there's our journal card. That's going to go in behind there, so you get to see that in all its glory. Wow, those magnets are quite strong. That'll go all the way down there, so you will get to see that. Looks nice. Yeah, okay. And all we need to do now is put the tummy tuck on.
Are we dividing it up?
Yeah, I think so.
Double-sided or something?
Yeah, something along that ilk. So get your brain at the ready, because there's going to be a sum to do soon. And the sum is this: 8.5 divided by 3. Are you doing it?
What?
8.5 divided by 3. Have you got a calculator?
I've got a pen.
Okay.
So it's 3 2.5 would leave an inch.
Well, that's no good. What's a labour of love, Deborah? What you doing? What you doing? Use Tim Holt's die cuts. Don't have all these stamps. I didn't have them until really recently. I love them. Absolutely love them. I had to order them from America and they took 3 weeks to get here. Anyway, we'll get an answer to our sum in a minute.
Well, yeah.
What is it?
I don't know, because it's,
okay.
It's weird.
All right, let's make it 2 7/8.
Like
2 7/8, and what have I got left? I've got 2 3/4. So I'll just move them in a smidge, and that in a smidge, and we're there. Could have done that all along.
It's a bit like pi. It doesn't have a rational answer.
Right, so I'm just going to put some double-sided down here where we've decided the mark is, the division. I've got another magnet stuck to my scissors. Oh, come on. Don't tear, don't tear, don't tear, don't tear. Yikes. That was close.
I'm going to move it out of the way.
Yeah, let's do that. Now here's a good place that you could use lace. You know, if you really wanted, if you were determined to use all the prompts that we've got, you could use lace either side of this tummy tuck. I'm not going to, and you know that's kind of not like me, because I'm never one to shy away from lace. But I kind of like the clean lines of this, and I like the simplicity of the file folder. But feel free to lace it up. should you be desirous. Just one more on the other end. They are anything but straight. But you know, I was cutting corners. I didn't draw a line. I've told you 100 times I haven't got a straight eye in my head. Yeah, if you were going to put lace on, I mean, something like this would probably look quite nice. Something cream just underneath your tummy tuck. That would, you know, really bring it out if you wanted to do that. Just an idea. Right, so yeah, about there. So I'm going to make a mark there, and I'm going to draw a faint line across. Yeah, okay, I'll use that pencil. Rubs out quite easily. That is 1.25 inches. So I'm going to draw a line across there at 1.25 inches. So hopefully when we apply our tummy tuck, it's going to be something like straight. Let's burnish these down, take them off. So it's not like today's been faultless, guys. It really hasn't. But you know, I hope you learn from the things that I get wrong and try and not do them. And then it's going to take me a while to get used to magnets, because you've got to think well in advance with magnets. So yeah. Right, so this is the bottom, this is where it goes. Let's get this edge right on the edge. No, come on, I said right on the edge. That's it. Oh my goodness. Lovely. That's straight, would you believe? Straight. I just had a nasty moment there where I thought I should have put double-sided on the bottom as well. But no, if you remember, our tags go all the way through it, and we made them 6 inches tall. That's just a smidge, sticking out a smidge, so I'm just going to straighten that up. It's nothing really. Right, and the next thing that needs gluing is this needs gluing to there, to the back of there, like that. So let's get some glue on there. I'm putting it right up into that crease. There will be excess, so you know you will have to wipe it off, but you want to make sure it is right in that crease. Okay, so take this and offer it up like that. And I can hear the magnet snapping. So just check that it folds perfectly. This maybe needs to be a touch further in there. Let's give that a good burnish down. I think that looks fine to me. Yeah, so let's just check that we've got no extraneous bits. It's just a touch up that side. I'm actually going to do it with my rotary cutter because it's so narrow I don't think I can get in with my scissors. It isn't hardly anything of it, but just enough to make it look kind of not professional. And the other side is fine. Okay. Well, that wasn't bad, was it? That was all that was in excess. Right, so now we need to bring in Mr. Green. Come on, Mr. Green! Yay!
Have you tried your tags fit and everything?
Oh, no, I haven't.
You get carried away.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just check the fit. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You'd think they were made to fit there, wouldn't you? Yeah. Click. So there we are. I was contemplating putting an embossed butterfly there, but no. Listen to this. Click. I like that. So the moorhen is going to go in there. That'll be the journaling card, and we'll put that in once we've got him stuck into Mr. Green. And it's going, let's just clear some of this stuff away if I can. Yeah. So it's going there. I'm just going to put a piece of paper behind there, just if I had one, just to see where I'm going. Music sheet will do. That'll do. No, it won't, 'cause it's not big enough. Just a piece of A4, come on. Right, that's fine. Just so I can see where I'm aiming for. Right, so shall I colour all this in, or shall I double-side it? Or I think I'll double-side it first, but not over the magnets, I'm thinking. Got you in a bit too prem there, Mr. Green, if I'm honest with you. But we'll double-side him, then we'll cosmic shimmer him, so he shouldn't be moving far. I just don't want another layer for that magnet to have to work through, because it's working really well at the minute, which is why I've missed out the bit where the magnet is, of course. So there we are. Burnish this down. I think I'll just put some double-sided down there. Must have nearly a mile of double-sided inside him. Not surprised he's feeling a bit full. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
What's up?
Putting some glue on gives you a bit of a fudge factor.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, double-sided, when you first put it down, if you've got no glue on it, the dog's away through the kitchen, it bites straight off, and you can't get it off. And if you haven't got it exactly where you want it, you've got trouble, because you can't really move it. Whereas, excuse me, if you've got glue on it, it just gives you that extra little bit of fiddle factor. It allows you to sort of shear it across your page a little bit, not much, but you know, sometimes you just need a little bit. So tomorrow is a day off. It's a day off. Then Tuesday, the dog's getting his hair cut, which is still open despite everything else. It must be considered a necessity, I reckon. Because all other shops, apart from food shops, are closed down. So Yeah, he's off to get his hair cut. And I'll be having a clean up, well, of sorts. I'll be doing my best. Then there's a take 5 to do. There's our new project to think about and get underway. And then before you know it, it'll be the weekend again, and we'll be doing the Saturday and Sunday lives. So it'll soon come round again. I haven't even thought about the take 5. Well, apart from to say that I might, just task myself with using all the things, the prompts that we haven't used in this project. I think that would be quite interesting, really. Because I've left them, obviously, because for a reason. Maybe I don't like them. I don't know. But I might just test myself. Glitter's going to be a bit of a tough one, but I might allow glitter glue. In fact, yeah, glitter glue. Because it is glitter, it's just in glue. Right, so there we are. We've double-sided it to death. We have cosmic shimmered it to death. Let's see if we can get this down in something like the right position. Just up a touch. That's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah. Just going to have to lift that up so as I can get that flat. Oh, glory. No, finally managed to wrestle him into submission. Okay.
Seems to like it rough, Mr. Green.
I'm just going to take these out so I can give that background a good seeing too. Where's my big white bray or anything?
I don't know where your brayer is.
It's there, I can see it actually. There it is. So let's give it a good brain. Come on, Mr. Green. You can do it. I think that's well stuck. I'm quite happy that's well stuck. So let's pop our tags in once again. Which I must say I very much like. I like the gold butterfly on Edith. It pleases me.
Pleases Jen.
Pleases Jen, does it? Oh, that's good. And then the journaling card, then it shuts up. So there you go, guys and girls. That is our Edith Holden page. There we have it.
Forward a bit, maybe, if you want to show it off.
Take that out. So there. You can make your journaling card taller, longer, shorter, whatever. I might actually come back in and chop this off. In fact, I might do it now. I might just do it now. It's just a bit too tall. You can't see what's going on behind it. So I'm going to chop it off about there. Yeah, I think that would be better. I'll give that an ink. I don't think I've inked the back of this actually. Don't know if I inked the back of the tags either for that matter. There we go. So it's ink now. Come on then. Come on, big lad. There you go. Yeah, that's better. It's actually just exactly the same height as that file, which is fortuitous. I didn't actually measure it to be there, but it is. So there you go. What more can I say? Oh, the date. That's what more I can say.
Oh, that was good, that you've made there.
There.
Yeah.
Um,
Was it too intrusive?
I've lost it. Right. Decal edged scissors. Phew, that could be asking something. Oh no, here they are. Let's cut this out. Cut it with a firm margin around it first and then work out where I want it.
Connie Dunn says standing ovation. Jen says she's standing up and applauding.
Oh my goodness.
Sharon says, holy smokes, Miss P, wow.
I don't know, what about there or what about there? I'll ink around it and we'll work out where looks best. Oh, I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you like the page that we ended with. Oh, what about down the bottom? What about there? Yeah, I think so. Right, let's just glue that on then. Oh. Just going to pop it there. 31st of January, guys. We've done it. We have actually officially done it. So there we are. Can everybody see that? Phew! Well, there you go. That's 2 hours of your life you'll never get back. It's just an extraneous bit of stuff. So there we are. We've got 3 tags, a journaling card, an acetate window, magnets, dried flowers, stamps. Come on. I do like it though. So thanks very much for your company throughout these 31 days. It's been a blast. It really has, hasn't it? And whether you've kept up with what we're doing or not, I know a lot of you have watched and you no intention of doing what we're doing. You're just having a look. And why not? I spend a lot of time on YouTube just having a look. So I hope you like what you saw. I certainly enjoyed your company. That's not to say I'm not glad that it's over, because I'm worn out with it. I'm worn out. But I will see you on Tuesday at 2 o'clock back on this YouTube channel. If you're watching and you don't usually watch, can I ask you if you would consider subscribing? That would be a really big help for me. And if you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up. So see you on Tuesday on this channel at 2 o'clock UK time. Bye guys. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Take care. See you soon. Bye. Be happy.